You know that feeling, that realization that you get when you realize you are not as in control of your life as you had been thinking you were? I want to talk through that, how it's been impacting me, this sort of negative and toxic belief system that I've been struggling with. I don't know if I have all the answers, but I want to talk through how that's been for me in my life. And then at the end of the video, I'll tie that into creativity and how I think it's more important than ever that we still walk in our unique God-given gifts. So lately, I've been falling into this negative mindset where I become hyper aware of how much in my life is sort of up to me. This idea that no one is coming to save you and that you have to do everything yourself. I was kind of confronted with what I believe is like a toxic belief about our lives. And I was starting to spiral. This happened last week. I was spiraling and kind of processing and thinking through all of the things that are up to me. I think it's very interesting as a society, if we kind of pull back, we are such an individualistic society. And so it leaves everyone kind of to fend for themselves. And I think this has created an environment, society, where mentally we are really worn out. Mentally we are really trying to do our best, but there is so much that is up to us, and no one is really going to come and help us along with it, that we have to, unfortunately, struggle along. I think a lot of people experience that. And that was something that I kind of came, whether it's true or not, I sort of was like, man, I am feeling overwhelmed and cynical towards other people because of how much I feel like is resting on my shoulders. You might relate to this is in our jobs. So this idea, this realization that, oh wait, my job, my employer is always going to want more. They're always going to be pushing me. Now this can come out in good and bad ways. For me, I love my job. I love what I get to do, and the people that sort of supervise me are challenging me. They're saying, hey, you can do more. Hey, where do you want to grow? How can we support you in your personal growth, in your professional growth? And that is a cool feeling. But in light of kind of this moment that I was feeling, I was going, oh wait, like it's never going to be enough for my job. That feeling of like, I always am going to be asked to grow. For you in your job, you might have that same experience. It's never enough for these people. What can I do to get better? And then once I do, there's like another summit, right? There's like another place to go. And so that can be really difficult. Another area where this was happening for me and I was experiencing this kind of spiraling was with my doctor. So I found out, someone sent me a news article from a local newspaper. Someone sent me this news article and I read it. And through that news article, I found out that my doctor had lost his medical license. And so I was pissed. Essentially, he had been doing some non-traditional medication things with some of his patients. He was recommending things, and sort of the medical boards wanted to see, hey, what's been going on over here? And he wouldn't show them, so they took his license away. Now I'm open, like I'm an open guy. I'm like, hey, if a doctor-patient relationship is like, hey, let's try this thing. It's not necessarily the most traditional thing to do. If they're cool with that, great. But if you get caught, like my baseline is, hey, I need my doctor to have a medical license. That's a requirement. That's a must-have for me. So like my feeling in that moment was anger. I was angry at my doctor for doing this. I felt kind of abandoned. I have been in a season where I have been really focusing on my health, been trying to sort of chase down a couple of things, especially with hormones and stuff like that, that I've just been really wanting to get healthy and get better. And I have been. I feel healthier really now than I ever have been. I got this, ring, track my sleep, all of that. And my doctor was with me in the process, kind of helping me. So I had this feeling, this moment of realizing, oh, like he's not going to help me anymore. Like he can't. And also feeling a sort of a disrespect that I didn't want to reciprocate by being like, well, it's okay. It's like, no, screw you, dude. I need a doctor that can actually practice and can help me. And so, you know, canceled my appointment and got a refund from all, you know, it's like, hey, we're moving on. I'm done. And that feeling of like, fine, I'll do it myself. No one is here is gonna help me through this, then I'll do it myself. And so that was a moment of spiraling. It's kind of like that meme, Thanos at the end of Age of Ultron, when, you know, it's like, okay, his henchmen can't get the job done, so he's gonna come down to Earth and do this thing himself. It's, yeah, just like, fine, I'll do it. And so, like I said, I was spiraling. I was trying to journal and just process everything that was going on in this moment. And I think the realization in a moment like this, and if you've experienced something like this, I think something that would help is just recognizing we are not as in control of our lives as we think we are. It's almost this paradox where when we feel like it's all up to us, recognizing actually there's a lot that is not up to us. There is a lot that we don't have control over. And I think it is healthy to recognize the world is much bigger, you know, and in that moment, like, hey, there's actually so much more that isn't up to me that I don't have control over. And so I think for us as creatives, this is kind of a key thing. When we ask that question or realize in that moment that there is not a lot that we are in control of, then we ask the question, what can we do? What are we in control of? And so I think there is a moment for us to stop and go, yeah, what can I do? And I think the one thing that we can do as creatives is to just show up in our unique God-given gifts and to share our art with the world. I really do think that that is the best response for this feeling of it's all on me, then realizing, wait, no, I'm actually not in control. And the things that I can control are things like my time, how I spend it, my own mind and the creativity, the ideas that I push forward and put out into the world. Those are the things that we can control. So I know this video is a little bit dark, a little bit sad. I hope you can, you know, if you're relating to this, realize that in your life, there are things that you can't control. And so the things that you can control, like our creativity, those are things that we should focus on. Those are things that we should capitalize on and prioritize in our lives. When we are able to show up in our unique God-given gifts, the world is a better place because only you can create the art that you are going to create. So yeah, that's the video for today. A little less structure, just me kind of rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Tristan, and I am passionate about helping creatives show up in their unique God-given gifts and share them with the world. I would love to know where you're at. Where does this land with you? Are you feeling that weight? Like it's all on you. The weight is on your shoulders. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling like, no, I got a good support system. I have people that encourage me. Are there people that encourage you in your creativity? I would love to know all of that down in the comments. Would love if you would subscribe and follow along for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching and stay creative.